I'm French. My name is Cedric Thian-Meng. I work for a company called CoreLight. And we are going to talk today about the AI cyber race. We are right in the middle of this AI cyber race, where attackers have changed literally the game. They will massively weaponize AI to automate and scale their techniques. And today I'd like to talk about how you can stay ahead of this race and eliminate and disrupt evasive threat using our CoreLight platform. AI is a fancy topic. I use AI myself on a regular basis. Everybody's talking about AI right now. But before we dive into the AI capabilities of CoreLight, I would like to talk about one key factor. And this key factor is the foundation. When I talk about foundation, I talk about data. The core, what if you feed your SIEMs with poor quality data? What if you feed your large language model with poor quality data and incomplete logs? And it would be the same for your machine learning. The core of the modern defense is the importance of the network telemetry. What you see on the screen here is not a simple text. It's a JSON file format. But moreover, it is a very well-structured, context-rich network log. So for you to understand how AI can work for you, you're going to have rich data telemetry, AI-ready data that you can feed to your tools. Before I talk about CoreLight, I'd like to talk about who is trusting us, who relies on our technology, who relies on this deep level of network data. Originally, we are at our core, we are a class network and detection response platform. What we do is very simple. We turn network raw traffic, and we turn that in very well-structured, rich telemetry. And on top of that, you'll be able to apply a wide range going from threat intel-driven signature to machine learning, abnormal analytics. So from one single platform, we will be able to give you high fidelity IDS, deep network protocol metadata, flexible PCAP, if you need to replace those things, and integrate Yara-based inspection. But not only. We're not only doing detection. We'll be able to speed up your SOC. And we do that. We'll provide to you AI-assisted workflows, AI-assisted investigation. So for those who are wondering what is our pedigree, maybe some of you have heard about Zeek, originally called Broke 1994 from George Orwell's. We are the proud custodian of the Zeek framework. And the creator of the Zeek framework, Vern Parkson, is actually an employee of CoreLight. We've got 25 years of open source heritage, which is massive, for a very simple reason. We have a huge community of people pushing script and code to GitHub that you can integrate with the platform. And those 25 years are giving us evidence and insight to base our analysis upon. This is why Gartner has chosen us and put us on the right corner of the Magic Quadrant with the other competitors out there. But to be honest with you, the proof is in the deployment phase. And we are quietly protecting one of the most elite networks in the world. We're talking about 6 on 6 US military branches. We're talking about 10 trillion plus in financial assets, dozens of critical infrastructure, and more than 16 million patient records. Great. So not only those massive organizations rely on us, the elite defender, the people protecting the world, are also trusting CoreLight. We all seen those words, those logos, CrowdStrike, Mandiant, Black Hat, you name it. Some of those people, some of those guys are CoreLight investors. They did put money in CoreLight. And most of them are leveraging our technology on a regular basis to secure the product and services they deliver to the market. Cybersecurity landscape has changed, literally. There's a new era of AI-driven threats, where generative AI is going to be used, and the result of that is going to be highly evasive zero-day threats. But not only. We need to flip the coin to the other side. Your team might hit a breaking point where they will have no idea about those 0 days. The signature is not released out there, right? And that is going to create alert fatigue and analyst burnout. If you combine this human aspect, this human tool, with the complexity of the infrastructure, you will understand that traditional tools, they can't keep up anymore. And you cannot overwhelm your exhausted team with new threat. So you need to pivot. You need to pivot towards an AI-ready SOC that is going to have two keys, two elements, very important element here. Enterprise-grade telemetry and intelligent workflows. At CoreLight, we take the word AI very seriously. It's not a buzzword. We consider AI, we treat AI as a practitioner tool that we did integrate within our platform. And the AI capabilities of CoreLight is spread across 3 pillars. The first one is AI-driven threat detection. We'll deploy machine learning backed by forensic-grade network evidence, and on top of that, we'll bring real-time context. Either you're on-prem, either you're in multi-cloud environment, or either you're hybrid. The second pillar would be AI-powered workflow. We will give you great insight, great information regarding the workflows. We will provide you expert-authored workflows to help the SOC to triage faster and triage better. But not only that, we will give you on-demand, very easy summaries, very clear explanation, and some response guidance as well. And the last one is what we call AI-enabled ecosystem. When you provide rich structured data grounded with open source roots, you have the standard to be ingested in SIEMs. We're not a proprietary algorithm saying to you, we found something in your environment, but you have no idea. When we provide detection to you, we will use the Zeek, Suricata, Yara, machine learning, abnormal behavior. So those data are already a standard, and they can be integrated, ingested into your tools. Let me show you what the AI workflow could look within our platform. This is a list of detection, obviously, and I've moused over the green part. The ID, I'll put up an ID command from an HTTP server. I'll be honest with you, without AI, a junior analyst might just stare at that screen and might not know what to do. How do I start? So we'll give you AI in order to give you information and description about what this alert is all about. Moreover, we can go deeper into that. Instead of having those crazy suricata rules that no one can read, we'll turn those non-human readable rules into plain English. So you'll have a better understanding of what this is doing. And moreover, we'll be able to scope that alert within your environment and telling you what might be the outcome of that breach within your environment. When I talked about guidance earlier, response guidance, this is what we do. We will tell you what happened during your network, during that detection. We will give you information so you can pivot using the different protocols. And this is part of the response. We will tell you, go and look for HTTP log, and inside that log, go and look for those fields. Once you've done that, move to the other protocol log, and so on and so on. So those are basically, you can respond, you can look, detect, and retrace what happened within your environment. So how do you win the AI race with us? Well, there's 4 ways to do that. First of all, we'll give you multi-layer AI-driven threat detection. We'll have supervised and unsupervised machine learning. We've got abnormal behavior. We've got signature-based detection as well. That is allowing us to cover more than 80 TCPs from the MITRE framework. You'll be able to identify what is going on in my network, how much data is transited within my network, is my certificate valid, was it a SAR certificate or not? You'll have a lot of insight regarding that. You'll be able also to have workflows combining AI. We do have integration with third-party vendors from the EDR point of view, firewall point of view, and ticketing system. So within one platform, you'll be able to isolate the host directly, talk to the firewall and block the IP at the firewall level, or create workflows for your team. You'll have quick access to data for compliances. If you guys are concerned about DORA, or NIS2, you'll have the ability to strengthen your security posture regarding that. Network segmentation, access control. You'll have granularity on that. You'll be able to automate report as well and send those reports to compliant requests. You'll have a huge possibility to look for logs if you need to simplify the audit trails and send that as well. And for governments, you'll be able to scope what happened within your environment. And the last one is the AI-ready data for SIEM and LLM. We are supporting correlation to most of the SIEMs out there and the SOAR. So we'll be able to send the data to your SIEM, to your data lake, to your S3 bucket, your storage of your choice, you name it. And by doing that, by using MCP in the backend, you'll be able to ingest those data as they are very open source standard. It will be much easier for your LLM to understand that. Right? You don't need to request APIs anymore. You'll be able to have accurate description by just prompting your AI. OK, you behave like that, and I want you to give me exactly the outcome of that. And you'll be able to proof of concept AI copilot that will ingest those logs and to generate narrative timelines as well. I will talk very briefly about this use case where a manufacturer needed to investigate a critical asset that was compromised. And they were facing one issue. They didn't have the time frame to go back in time to see when that thing happened, if the breach occurred, and if the data were exfiltrated. By that, because the logs from the server were not sufficient enough. And by going back in time, using a solution like CoreLight, they were able to see when that breach occurred and to see how much data were exfiltrated. So by pulling those logs from CoreLight, they understood that there was a substantial volume of data that was exfiltrated. I would like to thank you for your time, and I will invite you to come to see us at Allboost if you need to have any question regarding the solution, if you need some demos, how we integrate partners and everything. So thank you for your time. Vielen Dank.